Exotic Sonic here, and today we are going to be reviewing Mighty the Armadillo. Yesterday I reviewed the Super Sonic figure, which is a really nice figure, and Sonic and Eggman don't really have anything to do with this, and Classic Sonic is to see the scale with the Jakks specific Mighty figure. Here is Mighty's box, which they actually made different. They actually bothered to change it to a classic packaging instead of the modern. I usually don't really have anything to say about the modern boxes because I've talked about them so much. But now that we have a brand new box, I can actually talk about it. Instead of the modern Sonic the Hedgehog logo, they actually have the classic one. At the top has a picture of classic Sonic instead of modern Sonic. And it says on the side, classic. So you know it's a classic character. They even changed up the stickers on the box. This is a really cool touch that Jakks Specific decided to make. So now let's get this Mighty figure out of the box. And I'm really going to need to fix that leg. He was insanely hard to get out of his box, so that's why most of it wasn't filmed. So yeah, Mighty. This is such a cool figure that they decided to make. Like, they didn't make Classic Sonic first. They didn't make Classic Tails first, or even, like, Classic Knuckles. They made Mighty
the freaking Armadillo.
Can you believe that? And he looks so awesome. Mighty is such a cool character. We now have a plush of him, and now a figure of him. Wow, Jakks Specific is really going to make some good characters. I just know it. They just need to make Amy. I can tell his head is so heavy because he is a classic character, so his proportions are a lot different. But he is really hard to stand. Like, if you try to stand him upright, he'll fall. So, the point I had with my Supersonic review that they're easy to stand, Mighty isn't really easy to stand. He has to lean a little bit, because if you try to make him stand forward, he's gonna fall. But I really hope they make Ray, because it seems like they're only making Mighty and not Ray, which is why? Why would they do that? It's so rude. If they're going to give us some good characters, why don't they make both the good characters, you know? One thing that I've seen so many complaints about this figure is that they do not scale with the 4-inch figures. And actually, they do. Look at this height. So, during the Sonic Adventure games, Modern Sonic was the same height as Classic Sonic. So I guess Jakks Specific decided to go with that, which is a little weird, considering in like Sonic Generations and in Sonic Forces, the classic characters are a lot smaller than the modern characters, but their old heights, they're the same size. So I guess Okay, here's me 2 days later. I just realized that Jakks needs to make 2 scales of each character, the 2.5 inch and the 4-inch. So it would be weird if there was a Mighty that was only slightly bigger than the 2.5 inch Mighty. So I see why they did this. Jakks is technically right with the heights, but it would have been nicer if they were smaller. I don't know why they decided to go with this obscure scale, but it is really weird. But now you can scale your Jazzwares 5-inch Classic Sonic, which totally everyone has and totally isn't really rare. And they scale perfectly. They look really nice together. So if you're just Jazzwares fanboy or girl, then get this figure, because I know some people are still on the Jazzwares team. They haven't made Sonic stuff for over 5 years, so get over it. We've had Tomy, which was kind of a disappointment in my opinion. They didn't really make any cool things besides the Chow, and like, they were going to make some cool characters, but they were canceled before they could. And Jakks Specific is definitely my favorite company because the characters they're making and the articulation is awesome. Not nearly as good as Jazzwares, but Jazzwares made him look buff. So I guess it is a good thing that they decided to go with this sort of limited articulation, but also a lot of articulation. Way more than Tomy. So let's just get back to the details on him. I just kind of rambled on about his height and stuff. So he can actually turn his head pretty nicely, because they sculpted it in a way it goes right above his tail and doesn't block out or anything. So I'm glad they actually gave him articulation in his head. His shoes are really nice. They look almost like Sonic's, but they have a little stripe instead of like a, I don't know what you call it, like this. His nose is really long, which is kind of funny. I think it should be like half this size. And it feels like it could fall off, so do not mess with it. His antler things, I don't know what you call these. are sculpted really nicely. Like, look at that. They actually go in. Sadly, no articulation in those. Like, they failed with this figure because they didn't give him articulation in his antlers. How dare you, Jakks Pacific? This figure is now useless because he has no articulation in his antlers. Jokes aside, this figure is amazing. He has really nice hands that are really expressive. His face is so nice. His articulation is nice. His size is nice to some people, but also probably really annoying to a lot of other people. But they are making a 2.5-inch figure, which is about half the size. Well, I don't know if they're making a 2.5-inch figure Mighty, but they are of classic Sonic, so those will scale perfectly with the modern figures. But I guess Jakks just wanted their own classic line. So I bet the 2.5-inch figures will scale a lot better than the 4-inch figures. So that's something cool about Jakks making two sizes, that they can do this sort of thing. And I was almost about to end the video when I forgot that I remembered that he comes with an accessory. A very cool one. It is a 10-ring monitor, which is a lot better than the modern 10-ring accessory. Which would you prefer? I'm pretty sure I wouldn't want some coin with a 10 on it. I'd rather have this cool monitor. Jakks Pacific's figures and accessories are so nice. Like, they really put as much detail as they can in these. Like, look at this. They have little buttons on it and everything. That's so cool. The ring is just a sticker, which I don't know how else they would have done it. It would have looked weird if they painted it, but very cool. Nice accessory. It looks like it can go in half, which don't try that because it might break it. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and bye!